So I received my Fanatec wheel a few days ago, and I just wanted to share a little bit of my experience. So the first thing is this wheel, and in the back you can see there's some kind of screw here. So I know it has some quick release, but for some reason I guess I didn't get it right away, and I was like, oh, it looks like I need a screwdriver to take care of that. So that's what I did. I took a screwdriver. I was like, okay, maybe it should go away like this. But no, I guess it was just turning forever and nothing was going on. And as I was like, okay, it's a quick release, so it should go, I should do like that. But it felt kind of like too strong to do it. And as I said, I'm an idiot. So I was like, all right, let's take the quick guide that was given with it and see what they say. All right, this is my quick guide. You will see here, attaching the rim. Number 1, remove storage pin. I was like, damn, how do I do that? They don't say much more than that. So I went to YouTube to see how you should do it, and thankfully one guy was saying, okay, you have to do it this way. Kind of press hard and remove the screw. And that's it. So I just wanted to mention that. Then regarding this notice, I mean, Fanatec, they have amazing product, very qualitative, but the instruction manual, man, it is so bad. It feels like some Chinese quick guides. For a German company, I would have expected to have like the best thing ever, but it's actually not the case. All what it shows here is not really done well. So I already have this PlaySeat Racing chair that I used on my PS3, and I had like an older wheel. So the chair is in pretty good conditions, and I wanted to reuse it for my new Fanatec wheel. And I just had to clean my chair. It looks, you know, pretty good. Besides the cat that likes to scratch it here. So anyhow, I thought it was a cool chair. But I have a few issues. The first thing is underneath this Velcro, there's one hole here and another one here. So you have 2 holes here and these 2. But the issue I have with my new Fanatec wheel is that these holes are not aligned with the ones that I have on my chair. And on top of that, Fanatec doesn't even give the screws here to go to this wheel. However, they provide a clamp. So here's the clamp, and it comes with a gigantic screw. But this is supposed to be when you use your desk to install this wheel. So what you have to do in this case is that you install it like that, and then you screw it. Like this. And I'll show you in a second how it will look on the chair. Basically this, you have to be sure it's kind of inclined like that, and this little fit with the little rubber underneath have to align perfectly. Alright, so I just put my wheelbase on top of the plate to my PlaySeat chair. There's this kind of little buffers here that you have to put like really on the side, and I have to hold this base because if I don't do it, it's gonna tilt down. Then basically the clamp, you see like this little lever, the screw to the clamp, I have to make it tight, and I can already see that my little legs that go with the clamp, these things, it seems it's not wide enough for my chair. Alright, I'm gonna tidy it up and let's see in a second. I tidied the best I could, and you can see here it's kind of touching and I cannot go higher, and the same on the other side. Well, I guess I can just take something to put underneath this little fit here for the gap, like piece of cardboard box, something like that. But look at this, when you sit you have this screw in your legs. So if I try to sit, right away I have this. So that really sucks. So that's why I think I'm gonna have to use the other solution, that is to drill some holes in this base plate and get screws that go underneath this wheelbase, the three holes that I shown you, because this is not gonna work, absolutely not. And besides that, this I'm not gonna cut this plastic little foot. I'm not gonna do anything on the frame to this chair, no way. And if I put something here, it's not gonna be great. When you're intense in a game, I'm sure the wheelbase is gonna come in your hand. So that's definitely not gonna work with this chair PlaySeats. And I believe it's the same on all PlaySeats chair. So mine may be a little bit like on the older side. I think some other PlaySeats may have, I guess, a slightly different, maybe a slightly different wheelbase. And also to put the pedals, it might be a little bit different in the new ones. So that's the other issue I have with this. So you see this is kind of narrow. It was a perfect fit for my previous pedals that I had for the PS3, but with Fanatec, look at this big boy. So I can have it come here, but then I cannot put any screws to that, because you see I have two holes here, but this one goes nowhere, and it's the same on the other side. See? So for this, it's either I have to do a MacGyver style and put some other plates wider underneath here. But I saw online some people that tried to do with zip ties, so I'm gonna try to do it with zip ties here. And let me see on the other side. When you look at the bottom, you see you have these holes on each side. That would be great to use if this was wider. Same issue. So I'm gonna try to do something with zip ties, because honestly, first I don't have like a metal plate to put underneath, And yeah, I will try the easy way first. I wanted to see exactly what kind of holes I have to drill in my PlaySeat chair. So I just took this little piece of paper. Alright, here, let's do that real quick. Alright, here. Now we're gonna do this one. Okay. Okay, so good enough. Let's take a pencil. Where are these holes? Here, I have one here. Then I should have another one. Maybe should like that. Here. And finally, last one, what is here? Here we go. So now I can drill in my PlaySeat chair. So to install this wheel with 3 screws here, the first thing is that you have to remove these buffers that are only used when you put it on a desk. So what you need is to find one of your old IKEA tool like this and to unscrew it. It's not very tight, by the way, so that's fine. So because it's going to be flat on the plate to the PlaySeat chair. That's it. And then just put the screw back. Alright, thank you IKEA. I went to Home Depot to get 3 screws here. So I read online that the thread inside here it's 16 millimeters, and the screw you have to use is M6, and 16 millimeters is the length in it. I didn't want to go really well longer, because no matter what, my base plate on my chair is not very thick, and even if I use a washer, I prefer to go a little bit less than to go to too far in the wheelbase and risk to touch something in it. So anyhow, so that's what I got. Let me just try first to be sure it works fine. Yes, it does. It's perfect. And one thing to mention is that this wheelbase, it came with 4 washers that goes with these screws. I totally forgot about it, and I purchased some other washers at Home Depot. I guess I may use the, let's see, if I use the Home Depot or the Fanatec ones. It doesn't change much. Huh? So let's make a first test. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Or should I use the one provided by Fanatec? This one is plastic, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna use the one by Fanatec. It's plastic, so I guess it's gonna be better. Yeah. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so now I have a wheel here in my hand. I remove the buffers, and you see the paper is really perfectly aligned with the side to this wheel. So if I show you, if I align the wheel really on the side here, look like that. Put it flush with the base here. So now I know that it's fine. Just taking back my drawing here. And be sure that it's center. Like this. And need a Sharpie. Okay. Here. Let's do this one. Like that. Alright, let's try to do a better job. So before I did it a little bit like this, try to align it, but that's not good. So let's look at it. Alright. I know it looks messy, but I know it's the holes that are more on the left side. For me, 2.5 here. Should be fine now. Alright, let's take the drill. Sometimes I try to be smart as I'm gonna drill, and you see this carpet underneath. I don't want to have some trash everywhere. So let me just put this plastic bag so it doesn't go everywhere. Obviously lower pieces of metal, I don't want it to be stuck on the carpet. Here. Here. Well, let's see if it works well. So here's my drill bit box. So the M6 screws is actually 6mm for the metric system. I don't have any bits in the metric system, so you see this one that is a 316, it's a little bit less than 6mm. Sorry, actually 7/32 is actually a little bit less than 6mm, and 1/4 a little bit more. So I'm gonna use the 7/32 here, and I guess at the end I'm just gonna enlarge it a little bit because I prefer to have like less play in the wheel than the opposite, obviously. Let's do it. So what I'm gonna put on top is this kind of, it looks like fake velvet, some sticky paper. So I'm just gonna put a stripe here on top of that, cut a little rectangle. Okay, good enough. Alright, let's make these holes. Alright, let's do it. Another one is in. Let's see if the alignment was good enough. Okay, so from underneath it looks like that. See a little bit on the side. Here. And here. It's kind of flush. And from the other side, time to install the wheel. So on the back, I have a quick release here. So this little, see like this little thing here, it has to align to a little cut here. So first I go until I cannot go no more. Do that, and I make sure it's at the end. You know, it's still loose. Okay, now the connection is good. So now let's focus on the pedals. So my idea for this is to use this zip ties because it's so disaligned below. So first thing, I'm gonna put some in here. Let's see where we can go with it. So this has to go like this. Okay. Alright, so it got through this here until it goes to the other side here. So now I just have to connect these two together. So here, because this is kind of metal and this as well aluminum, I'm gonna put the same material as I use here under the wheel, so just in case, so it would absorb a little bit. I mean, I diminish the friction between the materials and kind of prevent to moving too fast. So I'm gonna put it below here, starting a little bit underneath, and then go back on top like this. Okay. Okay, so now I can put some zip ties on the upper ones here. And here. Like this. From below. Like that. Alright, so now the pedals are installed. I put the little thing here. Yeah, the funny thing is that I put on the side, we can see the side that I cut with my scissors, that is not perfect, and the perfect side is inside. Oh well. So then here you can see a zip tie, same on the other side. It goes here. Same on the other side, at the bottom, the previous one that I put from the back, and the same on this one. And it's pretty sturdy. The manual that was provided by Fanatec, that's pretty bad. If it's something that Fanatec could do, it's like to do something that is way better than what they have here, giving a little bit more information. Like they could tell, like this thing, like they could tell that the clamp, this is mainly for desktop, because if you use it with a chair like this, you can't do anything. They don't provide any screws. That would have been great if they could have had given like the 3 screws that I purchased at Home Depot, like when you do something like this. And maybe, you know what I did to see the distance between screws? This thing, they should have provided one with, you know, you have a sticker. They should have just put one in it, so you don't have to, you know, to do anything difficult, or even at the back of this thing. So that's another thing. Well, it's small details, but I think for like this kind of company and high-tech product, that would have definitely been a plus, and that's why I did this little video. You may have other brands of seats than the PlaySeats, but you know, it's pretty easy. But if you have not really done it before, you have no clue. That's how I did myself. The PlaySeat is pretty common, so a lot of people may have already have these seats, and now everybody's talking about this Fanatec CSL Elite, so that's it. So what we also have in the box is this O-ring, kind of in rubber. So, and you know it's an O-ring because it shows on the last page here, O-ring, and that's it here. But it doesn't show you anywhere where this should go. Actually, you already have an O-ring that is in the wheelbase, and this is if you play a lot, if you drive a lot, obviously it may get bad, so you have a replacement one. So that's pretty cool, but they could have explained it better or show somewhere like how to replace it when it's worn out. Another thing that was included is this screw. So it's an M6 screw, just like the one I put under my the plate here to hold the wheelbase. And on the little brochure it shows as a fixing screw, and it's here. It doesn't show you anywhere where it should go. So yeah, I mean, it could go to hold the wheelbase, but how come it's only 1 screw, not 3? And if you look, you see there's still all of this that would be sticking out, and not great, because you would have your knees touching it if you use a chair like this one. Okay, so you already seen these 2 buffers that I removed from underneath to put it on the little plate to put the wheelbase on. We could have shown it somewhere to say, hey, if you put it on some, you can use this wheelbase on a flat surface, but you have to remove that and then reuse the screw. I mean, for some people it's obvious, but it would still be a little, you know, a little plus to explain it better. This was the little screw that was holding the steering wheel. I'll show you at the beginning. These two tools came with this kit. That's pretty good. Actually, this I use it for the pedal. So underneath, you are using this one, and at the top, under this little rubber, hides everything, and on the top is this one. Pretty cool. I mean, that's nice tools for what it's for. Okay. And the last thing, all these little buttons. So this is what they call the racing style button caps. Yeah, but that's good. You say it's in it, but you don't show how you put it on. I mean, obviously there's nothing incredible, but me personally, I like when things are explained, because I prefer to read a manual than trying something, breaking it, and feel sorry. Yeah, I mean, that would have been nice. And with my kit, I got the US quick guide, and this French one as well. So I live in the US, but I guess they said it for both Canada, French, and the US. And it's cool decals. I want to thank you for watching. Hope this was helpful to you. If you have any question or any comments, feel free to write it down, and I'll try to answer the best I can. And yeah, let me know what you think about it, if you like it or if you would have done better, if you have another setup yourself. And I'll catch you next time. Have a good one.